To be honest, bro, do you even bother with New Year's resolutions anymore? I can't remember the last time I came up with an honest and earnest New Year's resolution. Okay, I will do this for an entire year. No, so many people all around us right now getting very fortified, okay, and just bracing themselves to be able to accomplish an entire year's worth of work towards one singular designated goal. And it's not that that's a bad thing. I think the idea of a New Year's resolution is awesome. It's just following through. That's what it is. And when you don't, I see the New Year's resolution as actually being quite disastrous. Because if you're like me, then you just keep living. Okay. The ball drops. Okay. The five turned into a six. And it's like, okay, I'm still here and I'm going to keep it going. And your life continues and your life resumes after, I don't know, whatever New Year's festivities you got up to. I saw a lot of family and then I went out to a nice restaurant and yep, that's about it. Super low key for me this year, but it was awesome. No, I'm actually, I had a great time. Well, I love food. So, good food and there's no way I'm not having a good time. And then I'm thinking about what would it be? If I really were to think of a New Year's resolution for myself, was that really going to come down to? One of the most painful things, I believe, is when you do take the time to create a New Year's resolution and then it dissolves into shambles a couple months later, a few months later. The whole idea is for it to be a year long. But what I find to be far superior to a New Year's resolution is this idea of creating a manageable process and schedule that you know for a fact, without a doubt, that you will be able to keep up with just day in and day out. It's not, I don't see any need to stretch any of this into a year's worth of time. No, I believe you can make frightening progress, elite progress, going about this one day at a time. And the only thing that you need to worry about in order to pull that off is you just need to lock in every 24 hours. It's you're breaking all of this down. And if you're sleeping for I sleep, yeah, right around 8 hours. 7 to 9 is my range. So I mean, it's really not even 24. I mean, what is that? Quick math. You're conscious for about 16 hours. And it's not possible to go 16 hours straight. I mean, maybe, but if anyone's doing that, I cannot speak for how much they're actually enjoying their life. Okay. So you throw in food and you throw in the bathroom and you throw in commuting and you throw in all that. You throw in your job. How are you paying your bills, dude? You throw in all of that and it's not a day off. What do you really have left? You got maybe about what, two, three, no more than four if you're lucky. You probably got about 2 solid hours. Truly, this is just whatever you want. This is all you. Now here's the thing though. Do you get those 2 hours when you're super fresh and crisp, ready to go? Okay, I'm brimming, I'm firing on all cylinders, ready to live my best life, as I always like to say on this podcast. God knows. You and I, are literally about to pass out. You're probably at the tail end of your day. You are most likely, in the words of Zoomers, you're most likely gassed. You are exhausted, brother, from dealing with the obligations of your entire life. And so is it like that? See, this is what I mean. This is see, you rocking with me tonight. This is my deep dive on why New Year's resolutions they fall apart, bro, because of this reason. I really do believe because of this reason. And that is when you get super realistic with it and like you really break it down in the way that you and I are tonight. Yeah, it's like 2 hours. When you're tired and you're burned out and your feet hurt and the last thing you want to deal with is more work because you just did all the work necessary in order to survive into that day. And you most likely want nothing but to enjoy the heck however you do, not judging, but however you take that time back, those 2 hours. Anybody with a sane and logical, rational mind is going to want to do that because you and I both know what's waiting tomorrow. And that is another round of 16 hours where you're going to do the same thing so that you can continue to live, so that you can continue to survive. And that's awesome. That's nothing wrong with survival, but that is not going to help you live a better life. That's not going to help you climb into higher tiers of living if you truly want what you say that you want. Better relationships, a relationship. That's me. Okay. I'm one of those guys right now, single Pringle. So I feel you on that. And more money all the way to the ultimate goal of financial freedom and better health, more muscle. Okay. Less aches, less creaky wear and tear. Okay. The only way you're going to be able to do that is you're going to have to take that daily amount of free time seriously. That's it right there. If you're able to do that, then you don't need a New Year's resolution because not only because it's not going to be constrained by 365 days. No, if you're able to live in this manner, you're going to go above and beyond. You're going to go way past 1 year. Because my goal for you, self-improvement, the art of self-improvement for the modern man in the 21st century is for this to become who he is. It's not you in the beginning, absolutely, but you want to get to the point where it's strange. It's so weird not to live like this. Why wouldn't you? Because this is who you are. This is what you do. This is how you spend your free time because you know exactly where you're headed in life. You know what you want and you know where you are going, bro. That does come first. I bet you already do. If you don't, that's okay. Pause this or, go about your business. Continue to live your life, but figure that out. Though ultimately, like know this as vividly as possible. Know this with as much detail as possible. And then after you know exactly what you're trying to do, what you want, what you're trying to pull off, before it's all said and done for you, how you go about that your process is you have to get really honest with yourself and just need to figure out your baseline. If you can already do 2 hours, you're a freaking legend. I did not start off like a legend. I started off as the opposite. I don't know. What do you call the opposite of a legend? The FNG? For all my military bros. The rookie, the noob, okay? Big nub. And that's okay. Humble beginnings. Everyone needs to start somewhere. And so you got to get real with yourself, and you got to plan this out, and you have to make sure it is something you can do. Here's the thing. What I mean by you can do this no matter what is the circumstances and the type of day doesn't matter. The sky could be falling, World War III could be erupting all around us. That would be a really horrendous situation. Hopefully that does not happen. That's not happening anytime soon, but you never know nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm not trying to fearmonger or, you know, be super doom and gloom right now, but that is quite the incentive to relish the present moment. For you, how much of the present moment are you going to be able to use? So if you're really dealing with maybe like 2 genuine free hours a day, but not counting days off, obviously days off are different. You have so much more time, and you have so much more room to be intentional and really structure this. Okay, I want to have my morning like this. I want to have my midday like this, and I want to end my evenings like this. But I just wanted to stay right here. So this could be super practical for all my kings who really do want to live their best lives and witness their own best outcomes while you're in the thick of it, while you're in your grind right now. And how you do that is, what's it going to be? That's what you got to ask yourself. What's it going to be? Is it going to be 10 minutes? Is it going to be 15 minutes? What can I do here? 20 minutes? 30 minutes? And that's okay. It really doesn't matter. This is why I love this. Bro, you got to check this out because A, you know you're going to be able to do this no matter what because you're picking the time. Okay? And no time is ridiculous. And that I'm about to get into that. But pick a time. 5 minutes, you might laugh at 5 minutes. I would too. It's like, what? I can do something for more than 5 minutes. But the point though is that it can be any time. That doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter because you're going to grow. That's it. That's why. Do you see? One day at a time, one day at a time. And let's say, for example, 10 minutes. So that gives you, instead of doing whatever you want, that's like normal life, right? Like, I'm just gonna do whatever I want before I have to go back to work. Instead of doing it like that, you're gonna do whatever you want for an hour and 50 minutes. Yeah, no, seriously, man. Set a timer on your PC, set a timer on your phone, set a old school, an actual like baking cookies timer. Set the timer though. And if it's 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes. That's okay. Because don't underestimate the intentionality of 10 minutes every single day. It stacks by the beauty, the magnificence of the compound effect. It stacks. Okay, 10 minutes of what? Oh, I want to learn something. Okay, so then you're going to have to look it up on the internet. With 10 minutes, you're probably only going to have enough time to actually find it. And then maybe start watching the intro, maybe start watching the very beginning of it. Okay, so yeah, so then that's it. I'm being so for real right here. Like straight up. Because that's one day. And then the next day, you live your life. And if it's still 10 minutes, then the following night, well, you're not going to be looking up anything. I mean, sorry, you're not going to be searching for anything. And you're not going to have to watch the intro because you already did that. Now you actually watch more of the video. And if it's still not over, okay, well then you already know for the next day. It has to be something that you know you can do. Like, oh, I'm really tired. Oh, I'm beat. I'm so beat. I'm toast. I am, straight up roasted. So gassed, so exhausted. But I can do 10, 15, 20 minutes of something that I know is for the sake of what I want my life to be. And this is how you really make progress. This, how I'm explaining it right now, I truly believe it poops. It wrecks. It destroys these New Year's resolutions. Okay, just like, oh, I'm just gonna, 2026, I'm gonna get jacked. What? Okay, great. How? Bro, what are you going to do to get jacked? Get the heck out of here. What the? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like saying the New Year's resolutions is enough for it to happen. No, oh Lord, if only it worked like that. It absolutely does not work like that. No. What you're going to have to get into is if it's 10 minutes, I'll stay. I'll stay with the 10-minute example. Whoever I'm talking, like whoever you are, whoever I'm looking at right now, you, I know okay, fine. I safely assume you can do more than 10 minutes. Maybe like 15, 20. I think you do 30. I think you do half an hour. Easy. Half an hour is very manageable. And it's just, okay, half an hour every single day, no matter what. And for getting jacked, that's, yeah, half an hour of, maybe a set of push ups, a set of squats, a set of whatever. I mean, and if you're headed to the gym, okay, it's kind of unfair to include commute time. So, like, come on, like, we keep it real here at the Pillars of Man. So, not to include commute time, but you go to like, wherever you go for your gym. I go to a local gym. I'm going on my second year. Freaking love the place. And you go for half an hour. Oh my God, there's so much you can get done. There's so much you can do, but you have to be really intentional. You have to know. You have to know beforehand. Oh, absolutely. You have to know beforehand. There's no guessing involved. No guesswork. No, like nothing to figure out in the moment. Nope, because you have it in your phone, you have it in your head, you already have it. And so all that is required for you is to do. That's all. All that is required for you is to execute. Huh. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do my best. And you just you do exactly that. You try to hit the time that you know that you can. So even if you miss it, you're gonna get close because you already pre-planned it where the time frame is as manageable as possible. You're just being honest. Like knowing myself, like what can I really, you know what I'm saying? If you were to really push it, if you were to really like try as hard as you possibly could and like just full send, okay, what is this? This is the all in. What do the youngins like to say nowadays? This is like the premium lock in. Then you probably could go for 45, an hour and a half. But I mean, if you can, oh, power to you, by all means. You're only going to get to your best life. No, let me say that even better. You're only going to start living your best life even faster, even more efficiently. But I can, what I'm saying, I'm multiple years deep myself in my own process, and ooh, that's, you know what I'm saying, man. Like once we get up to like 2-3 hours, it's like, okay, I don't know, I might be tapping out now. I might have to cut it off here, and we're gonna resume this tomorrow. So if you can, that's awesome. But if not, you have a time. You do. Maybe you haven't found it yet, but make no mistake, you have one. You have a manageable time frame. You have a certain time frame that you'll be able to perform you're going to be able to do something for the best of your life, for the best of your future, near and far. No matter what. That's the goal. That is what will always be better than any kind of arbitrary New Year's resolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. No. That's it right there. That's it right there. Super, super short one. I mean, I usually, if you know me, then I usually do these like, I usually go for these hour-long deep dive podcast episodes, but it's freaking New Year's. I'm just coming back from going out myself tonight, so I'm kind of beat. You know, you see, this is my manageable um time frame. And there it is. I'm glad I get to check that box off. I can wake up tomorrow proud of myself that I did do this and then keep it rolling with the rest of my own life. And I want you to do the same, bro, because that's what it's all about. You're alive. You're living your life. You're living a life right now. And you deserve to enjoy the freaking crap out of it. And if you're not, then you know that there's something you could change in order for you to enjoy it more. How do you really make that change happen? Just like this, brother. Just like this, man. Exactly as I explained it in tonight's episode of the Pillars of Man podcast. That's kind of what I do here. I go into everything and anything about God, movies, anime, philosophy, and bodybuilding, all aimed at helping any man become the very best version of himself. And so, I thank you so much for vibing with me, checking all this out. You like content like this, hit that subscribe button for me, and hope to see you real soon in my next one. But until then, take it easy, take good care of yourself, and I love you so much. Peace.